Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Broku. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another Black Clover manga review. Now, so you know, there's not going to be a lot of editing on this one. This one is going to be rather short for multiple reasons. One, as you know, I'm a personal trainer. I have a bunch of clients today, and that kind of came out of nowhere because I usually do most of my work during the week, not during the weekends. Also, it's my sister's birthday barbecue, and also I just think this chapter really normally would get less editing and less talk than other chapters. This chapter was more of a build-up chapter, but still going through my review, summary, and analysis. That being said, let's just get into it. So this starts off with Noct basically still confronting Asta, and this thing on his shoulder is confirmed to be a devil based on what we got in the manga chapter. His name is Gimodello, and while Asta can tell that it is a devil, the devil states, and Gimodello states, it's not his real form. And then Noct, does confirm that this is a devil and that he is also a devil host. So I'm excited to see maybe more about his devil. Is the shadow magic the magic of his own or the magic of his devil? And if so, what is the second magic type that he'll be able to use? And so we get some, discussion here, and we get confirmation of why Noct has not been to the Black Bulls base ever since Asta's been in the Black Bulls, and it's because Noct hates Yami. He thinks he's irritating, and that he's just a tough guy, and so through this entire time, he's just been an undercover character in the Spade Kingdom that entire time. So he's probably going to know a lot about the Spade Kingdom. It's probably how he has a devil, potentially. Maybe, I guess he could have had it before, but it would make a lot of sense to have it after going to the Spade Kingdom and doing the mission there, because Spade Kingdom is the land of devils. Asta wants Noct to teach him how to use the devil power, and this is something that Noct says in response. You're honest, that's good, I like people like that. However, at this point, I don't sense any ability whatsoever in a single thing you've done. Noct really not knowing what he's talking about, to be honest. Noct just kind of seems to be like this kind of douchebag type of character. I mean, Noct, don't get me wrong, I kind of like him so far, but yeah, might be a bit too much so far, but we'll see. But Noct wants him to sleep, and next we get the captain's meeting. This is Nozo, Dorothy, Rill, Jack, Charlotte, Kaiser, and Fulgolion, with Yuno joining because, well, William's gone. And basically it's just the captains kind of talking back and forth. They get information from the Black Bulls with the Tree of Qliphoth, and that Yami and William are captured because of what needs to be done for the Tree of Qliphoth. And while Charlotte on the outside is talking about how shitty Yami and William are, on the inside she's kind of devastated. She can't believe that Yami's got kidnapped, and she hasn't managed to tell him that she loves him yet, and she wants to do that. So that's just kind of broken her heart so far, it seems like. And then Yuno gives an interesting point here. We fought with everything we had. At the very least, the Dark Triad members are more powerful than a brigade captain. Not only that, but he wasn't even serious yet. So that means that Zenon, without even trying, is stronger than a captain. Kind of a weird statement, because Zenon, or Dante at 80%, was basically on par with Yami. The only thing that made him outlast Yami was the regeneration. From as far as we know, Zenon wouldn't have that type of generation, and so Zenon at 55%, that's why that statement is kind of weird. If you want to assume that Dante and Zenon are equal, like Noct said, then you'd have to assume that the 55% is still nowhere near a captain, unless if Yami is just that far ahead of every other captain, which is entirely possible. Now, Jack even calls out on the statement and says, sure you didn't get freaked out and overestimate him? Yeah, so Jack is kind of talking shit on but Fulgolion backs up and is saying, come on, but they may be on the verge of linking this world with the underworld as we speak. So they want to really enact and get stuff done. And then the captains kind of start not getting along with each other. And Rill realizes that, wow, the captains just don't get along when Yami's not here. And Jack is apparently... Nozo thinks that Jack is going to go to the Spade Kingdom himself. And so Nozo calls Jack out, and then Jack calls back. Then Charlotte speaks out. And Fagolion has to basically freak the hell out, and he starts just like almost like raising his mana, telling them to control themselves. Julius is speechless, and then all of a sudden it ends with, "You're motivated. If nothing else, that's good to see. However, I hate people who can't even hold proper meetings," and it's Noct showing up with Asta. And he says, "I don't suppose you could be quiet for a while, captains." So that's where the chapter ends, and it looks like we're going to get a lot of information. Probably Noct giving some details that we don't know yet that he's discovered in the Spade Kingdom. And then maybe after that, we'll get Noct and Asta training together. I think we'll get a decent maybe gap of chapters before they actually go through and try and save Yami. So I wonder what's going to happen, because I feel like it can't just be extremely quick for Asta to train with Noct. It has to be, a few chapters at the very least. So that's kind of my thoughts, but I want to see how Noct and get along as the vice captains of the two main squads. I want to see how Noct gets along with the other captains. We know he hates Yami. What does he think about the other captains? That's something that I want to see. I also want to see Asta and talk to each other, since they're both big defeats, or their captains got kidnapped, and just to see how their friendship and brotherhood has progressed over 6 months of them probably not seeing each other at all. Want to see that, and see how this new changed, depressed version of interacts with Asta. That's something I really want to see. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it for this chapter review. Just through circumstances of me busy working today, family stuff, and then also this chapter, I think there's just not too much to talk about in my opinion. There's still more I could talk about, but it's not like other chapters we've had recently. But that being said, let me know you guys' thoughts of this video and this chapter down below. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...